One of the most insidious and ridiculous effects of the patriarchy is literally women paying 50-50. Men going around being like, it's 2021, equal rights, right? You're gonna pay 50-50? The fact that men expect 50-50 from women when women don't get 50% of anything.
So you're calling out someone for having unreal expectations of men thinking that women should be able to pay 50-50. In other words, just paying for themselves and supplying themselves, like if you're going on a date with a girl, because that's what she's referencing. If you go on a date with a girl, then automatically, because you're a man, you should be obligated. Like, it should be an expected thing that you already pay for the woman, even if this is the first time you're meeting her, even if the date goes horribly bad and you never want to see her again. Just because you're a man, that means you're obligated because you have more privilege over the woman to then pay for them. Incredible stuff right here, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible thinking.
The fact that men expect 50-50 from women.
It's so rich that you're calling out men for having too high of expectations when you're asking to be taken care of like a fucking child. Like, the high expectations that men have is that you should just go into a date meeting someone for the first time with money to pay for what you eat. Like the Coke that you buy, the burger that you buy, the fucking salad. Yeah, you should just pay for what you consume. And those are the unreal expectations. But no, those are unreal. But you expecting to just be fucking taken care of, those are A-okay, brother, because women are not equal as men, of course.
50-50 from women when women don't get 50% of anything. 50% of the money, 50% of the privilege, 50% of the safety, 50% of the space they're allowed to take up. None of that, but pay. Pay equal amounts, even though you don't have equal rights.
Please, someone remind me, what rights do women not have? What is this? Did we just take a fucking time traveling machine to the 1940s? What rights do women not have? Like, seriously. Like, what are we even fucking talking about right now? What? Can somebody, please? Can somebody tell me? She brought up, like, examples. Let's go one by one.
Expect 50-50 from women when women don't get 50% of anything. 50% of the money.
Women don't get 50% of the money? Is she saying that women don't get equal pay? This has been a law. This has been a law since the 1960s. This has been something that's been set into place for like 40, 60 years now. Over 60 years, this has been a law. And we're still using this talking point to somehow still be the perpetual victim. Incredible work. And the one statistic that everybody loves to use is that on average, women make something like 80% of what men make, at least in the United States. And because, therefore, on average, a select group of people end up making less, then they somehow draw the conclusion that they don't have equal rights, they don't get equal pay, even though that's been illegal since the 1960s. And you can't, like, cherry pick this statistic. It very clearly says that women earn on average less than men do, but that doesn't take into account that women in general don't go for the same fields as men. They're not as assertive as men. It's much more unlikely for a woman to, like, demand a pay raise than men, who on average are more aggressive when it comes to things like that and moving up the ladder in a company and a business. Like, it's so crazy to draw this conclusion still, like it's the 1940s and women are somehow getting paid less than men in like the same job standards. That's not the case. And also, if that was the case, I want you guys to think about it. If it was just legal for companies to pay women less money than men, every fucking business owner would hire women instead of men, because they're saving a whole bunch of money on their business. They're saving so much goddamn money for their company if they can get away with paying women less money than men. Like, hell yeah. You would see women employment rates shoot up to the fucking roof if that was genuinely the case. But spoiler alert, it's not. It's just a retarded talking point to get all the victims on TikTok to stay in their echo chamber as if they have life so bad when they don't.
Women don't get 50% of anything. 50% of the money, 50% of the privilege.
50% of the privilege. So just because that women have less privilege than a white male, therefore you shouldn't be supplying yourself, you shouldn't be paying for yourself. And does this line of thinking only apply to a first date kind of situation? Because from the way that you're talking, you're speaking as if there should be like big government changes that women should get, like, should be required to pay less for just groceries, milk, eggs, whatnot like that. And since you want to play this game of judging privilege as if it's an actual metric to somehow draw a conclusion to how much money people should pay on a first date or whatever. What about in a situation where you have a white woman in America versus a black man in America? Well, a white woman has a lot more privilege than a black man in America. So what should be the situation there? Because the white woman having more privilege, she should definitely be paying for herself there. And also, because of the small amount of privilege that a black man has in America, she should be covering him as well. This is bullshit. Like, you can't calculate shit based off of privilege and whatnot. Like, if you're having your own relationship or whatever, do what you want. Have all the dynamics that you want. That's your thing. And I'm pretty sure this girl can find someone to be her sugar daddy or whatever like that, because some men get off at doing that bullshit. Like, whatever. When it comes to relationships, that's fine. Who cares? You find a dynamic that you like. It's cool, whatever. But the way she's speaking right now, she has serious qualms with the dating scene, and apparently it sounds like she's had a lot of poor experiences going on first dates with men, and she's been asked to pay for her half or just what she fucking consumes, and that's getting her like really angry, so she has to go online and bitch and moan about it because she's being asked to pay for herself. So fucking dumb.
50% of the money, 50% of the privilege, 50% of the safety.
50% of the safety? How are women, like, how is the government, how is life in America going out of their way to make sure that women are less safe than men? It's the same bullshit. Yeah, just because 100% women are more vulnerable to getting raped, to getting hit, to getting abused by men. Yeah, I'm safe with saying that. I'm safe with admitting that. But just because there's that factor, you should now be paying less because on average women get more abused than men or whatever like that. Where's the correlation here? Just because trans people get far more abused, get far more attacked and harassed in public, should they be paying less for items? Should they not be required to pay as much on first dates as well? This line of thinking isn't consistent at all.
50% of the money, 50% of the privilege, 50% of the safety, 50% of the space they're allowed to take up.
What the fuck is she talking about now? 50% of the space you're allowed to take up? Is she speaking as if women aren't allowed to, like, own land? We really did take a time capsule back to the goddamn 1930s. What are we talking about here? Like, seriously, what is this bullshit? There's no way that she's talking about, like, mansplaining, right? And, like, manspreading on trains and buses. That's the only thing I could think of other than her just thinking that women can't own property or whatever like that and space they're allowed to take up. What is this? Like, seriously, this is fucking 2022. What time are you living in?
50% of the space they're allowed to take up. None of that, but pay. Pay equal amounts, even though you don't have equal rights.
Don't have equal rights. Well, we went over all of your bullshit examples, and none of those apply to women not having equal rights. And please, if I'm misinformed, guys, and women just somehow don't have equal rights, and it somehow went over my head the 18 years that I've been alive, someone please tell me. Someone tell me if women are just now like fucking slaves. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. And drop a like if you want women to be slaves. I'll be hitting that like button.
Pay equal amounts, even though you don't have equal rights. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? Like, it's really just dawning on me now. It's like, why are we starting at the end? Why are we starting with women pretending like they're equal before they get equal? Because it benefits men. It benefits men to say, oh yeah, I'm feminist. I believe in women paying 50-50 on dinner dates. And that is the only time they believe in equality.
Damn, this bitch must have had some really bad experiences with men lately. She's bringing up specifically dinner dates and everything. Yeah, she just got... She has had some bad goddamn experiences. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this?
Make his pockets hurt.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The true colors are showing. That is what we have waited for. Make his pockets hurt. That's the real form of feminism nowadays. Gold digging and just taking advantage of men's money because, yo, that's It's modern day feminism. Hell yeah, brother. But no, I'm not going to say that's all modern day feminism. I'm not going to say that's all women because I'm not this dumb bitch. I don't paint a whole gender of fucking people. I don't paint half the country in one broad stroke of a characteristic like she is, saying that all men, they only believe in equality because it benefits them, so they don't have to pay 50-50 on dinner dates. We're using our brains today, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it benefits men. It benefits men to say, oh yeah, I'm feminist. I believe in women paying 50-50 on dinner dates. And that is the only time they believe in equality.
But hey, in conclusion, this isn't anything that we already didn't know about TikTok, about society, about modern day, like, internet fame or videos or whatever. You get paid to be a fucking victim. Pour out all of your problems with society. Just be the perpetual complainer and act as if your life is so much worse than it actually is, and you'll find a whole bunch of more miserable motherfuckers online to then praise you and to then circle jerk yourself into believing that life is so much worse than it actually is. How the fuck do people like this find happiness? I don't know, but get your bag, sis. Keep slaying, queen. The biggest surprise about this whole fucking thing is the fact that she actually likes men. Bitch looks like a lesbian.
Michel m'appelle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble,